G'day guys and welcome back to ADOS the Great YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video it's only going to be a quick one again, as was last night's when I predicted this lineup. I'm going to be going over the actual lineup today and how I think, the coaches, there's been a few changes, so I'm just going to go over, what I think the coach is thinking here, because there's a few things to talk about. Obviously, 1 through to 16, I got correct. The player that I got wrong was Liam Knight. I wasn't expecting him to wiggle his way back in the side, but he has. And I will get to all that shortly. But let's go over it from start to finish. So obviously the fullback is the same. Latrell Mitchell gets that. The wingers are Alex Johnston and Jackson Paulo. So the coach has finally gone, yep, sweet. JD's gone, yep, sweet. We're taking out Jackson Paulo from the centres and moving him to the wing. And as you can see, I am quite sweaty. I've just finished a basketball training session. So, sorry I'm all sweaty and that, but I wanted to get this up as the team list did drop nearly 2 hours ago. And Tane Mill moves to the centres with Campbell Graham. So, really happy about that. I think that is a good direction that we can go in. When Tane Mill moved on into the centres, he was brilliant last week, and Jackson Paulo out where he knows what he's doing on the wing was actually really good. Like, I thought he had an amazing game in that last 15 minutes where they moved him. So massive W there. I'm happy about that. I like our backline. I think this is realistically how it's going to stay for most of the season until obviously Origin rolls around. The 5'8" is Cody Walker, obviously, and halfback Lachlan Ilias. Sorry about that. I think Lachlan's going to have a really big game this week. I expect him to really turn it on. The first two games from him weren't the best, and I'm sure he knows that. But he's still young. He's still learning. It's only like his fourth or fifth game in the NRL this week, so that's huge for him. Like, he's got still got a long way to go, but I think he'll be fine. Adam Reynolds wasn't perfect when he first started out for Souths. I'm sure you all remember that. We started the year pretty bad that season, so just give him time. He will definitely find his feet. I know there's a lot of fans out there that already want him axed, and when Blake Taaffe comes back, they want Taffy to start. But I think Blake Taff's going to be our utility off the bench. So, I've definitely got Lachlan Ilias keeping that halfback spot for the rest of the season. Unless, obviously, there's injuries, but I don't see him losing that number 7 jersey. The front row, obviously, Junior Totola and Mark Nichols. I think those two will lock down those positions for the rest of the season. Unless there's injury, I don't see anyone else taking those spots. Tom Burgess may get a few starts, but other than that, I think it's Junior Totola and Marky Nichols for the rest of the year, pretty much. Damien Cook, dummy half. I'm glad we've got Saliva Havili because he looked really good last week. So if Cook does get selected for Origin, Havili will fill in that dummy half spot with ease. And I like that. I think that's really good depth for us. I was stoked when we signed Saliva Havili, and you can check that. I don't know. Look, I'm probably going to forget, but I'll pop my reaction to the Havili signing somewhere up there so you guys can check it out. Let me just write that down so I know to do that. All right. Sweet. So that should be up there, guys. So if you're interested, give that video a click, give it a watch. It's not a very long one. And I go over that it's a really good signing, good for depth. So if you guys are interested, please check that out. Then the second rowers we've got Keon Kolamatangi and Joy Arrow, and at lock, Cameron Murray. The interchange bench stays very similar. Jacob Ho, Saliva Havili, Thomas Burgess, and Liam Knight comes on. I really think Davey Moel should have gotten another game. He was brilliant for us off the bench last week. And personally, I'd still have Michael Cheekham above Liam Knight. I do like Liam Knight. He's a workhorse, but he also has a lot of errors in his game. So I'm hoping he can iron that out. He did have a very good game last week in the New South Wales Cup, or the Knock-On Effect Cup. I believe it was his first game back there. Another player who had a good game there, who's been named on the bench or their reserves, is I forgot. No, Josh Mansour. Josh Mansour. There we go. So if we look at, hopefully they've got the stats up now for last week's game. Liam Knight played really well for us. Where are we? Liam Knight came off the bench, 106 meters, 1 tackle break, 14 tackles, no missed tackles, no errors. That was all in 27 minutes. So very, very good return for him. Josh Mansour went 2 tries, 1 try assist, 105 meters, 4 tackle breaks, 2 line breaks. You know, I was very surprised that we didn't see him come into our 17-man squad. I know a lot of people were hoping he'd get it over Jackson Paulo, but I don't think Paulo's done anything to have his wing spot taken away from him. Obviously, not great in the centres, but wing, it's tough. So centres, Jackson Paulo should never play there again. On the wing, I think he's brilliant. He's a grand finalist on the wing. He knows how to play that position and he plays it quite well. Continuing on with the reserves, Michael Cheekham, a player that I think, as well as Davey Mowell, who is number 21, because Richie Canara is number 20. Michael Cheekham, I think, is a bit, as well as Davey Mowell, as I was saying, they're both a bit unlucky to miss out on getting that number 17 jersey. Yeah, while Liam Knight had a good return to rugby league, I just think Davey Mowell was brilliant off the bench for us. He brought on that energy, and that's what we need. So I'm hoping, look, whoever wears that 17 jersey, I'm going to cheer for, because he's got a Rabbitohs jersey on, and that's all I care about. But at the same time, I'd like to develop our younger forwards, and Davey Mowell is definitely someone that I think should have kept his position. But at the end of the day, we've gone with experience, and that's fair enough. Then we've got, obviously, Dean Hawkins, Peter Mamazuelis in the number 23 jersey, and rounding up the bench in number 24, Isaiah Tass. So I do like the squad. I think it's a very good squad. I definitely do. Look, I'm back in the Rabbits this week. I backed Storm last week. I tipped them. As a lot of you guys would know, I gave my tip to Storm because I'd like to win the tipping comp. But this week, I'm very confident we can beat the Roosters. The Roosters look pretty poor in round 1 against the Knights. While they did get a good win over Manly last week, they looked a bit flat in that game as well. So I expect us to really turn it up here and have a really good game against the Roosters. But guys, I think that's going to wrap it up from me. I'd love to hear your opinions. What do you think about this lineup? Do you agree with it? Would there be changes you'd make, guys? Please do let me know. But guys, other than that, that is going to wrap it up from me. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Guys, don't forget, I will have more rugby league updates and news coming shortly. I am away this weekend, so unfortunately I probably won't have my review up until Monday afternoon, probably, because we don't get home until Monday morning. So I do apologise about that in advance. I just thought I'd let you know what I remember. So guys, I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Thank you all so much once again, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.